Hey, man, I openly want to thank God and my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It's me, Motel Granite the Great, for the Motel Granite Show. Just in case it's true, if you speak these words that I was told by wise people that I consider wise, and since I've been told this by them, it's worth it to repeat these things and make them come into existence. So if you can speak death into your situation, then it has to be possible that you can speak life. You gotta be, right? I got good news, as usual. I'm healthy, happy. I'm in communication with my family. I love them, they love me. My Cleveland Browns had an excellent draft. Saturday, middle school basketball team, which we won a championship with, actually, we had a parade. There was a parade, and I do have that footage on here a little bit earlier. I think I called it Bigger Than Money, which is another plot or storyline to definitely follow. So, good news, it has to be created. If it doesn't just show up at my doorstep. So to make sure that good news is in the mix, just like in the movie Sinners, they invited evil in, but I'm strong on inviting good in. I don't know what a truth sayer is, but shout out to the truth sayers. I do believe the truth will set you free, and that's why I've decided to tell it a lot more than telling a lie. Well, why would you tell a lie, Motel Granite the Great, you might say? Well, I can explain the reason I will tell a lie is because my truth, I feel like nobody gives a fuck about anyway. Who cares about my truth? So why do I have to tell it? Nobody cares about it. And the relationship world, for the most part, not completely 100%, but in a lot of ways, the relationship world between men and women, and possibly men and men, and possibly women and women, is in shambles. And everybody that's older, past 30 or whatever, got their mind made up on the way they want things to be. And these people think being an adult, being grown, is showing some type of a behavior that explains that you're grown. Well, how's that shit working out for you? Going to work every day, check. Paying bills, check. But where's the happiness? In relationships, check. So I said that to say, resorting back to something that's childlike, and that's gaming. Gaming, sitting down and having a battle with friends online or loved ones or just competing in your own environment. Soaking up the space and time, whether it's wasted or not, depending on who you ask. And I can say how I think it's wasted, but it's better doing this, gaming, than it is dealing with women in relationships, because I like women. It's better than using drugs, cocaine, crack. It's better than cigarettes. It's better than drinking alcohol. It's better than parties that get you fucked up and you don't know what happened. It's better than strip clubs, throwing your money away. And I pray for the young ladies that's in there. Pray for them. I really do. I pray for their safety, their health, and everything else, you know. Come on, motherfucker, bitch. I pray for all of that. Yeah, but hey, I want to talk again too about, so that was my gaming section and the parade and things that I was a part of. Yeah, I am no nonsense. Sometimes I just can't really stand. Well, my biggest enemy is selfishness. I hate when people are being selfish, and road rage is real. So I got this dumbass truck in front of me that saw that I was trying to get over, and he sped up. Now we're gonna get down here down the road, and this monkey ass ain't gonna go nowhere. He's sitting right there doing nothing, and got a phone number on the back of here. I should have dialed this motherfucker and prank call him and tell him that somebody love him. Should tell him that he can get some pussy. Should say I got a money opportunity for him. Dumbass motherfucker. But anyway, I was talking about gaming, and then I was talking about the parade, which made me feel happy. God is always providing these moments for me because I need them. Moments of being happy, dealing with something positive occurring. I got 2 championship rings. My name is going to be on 2 separate banners. I get to coach. I volunteer coach. I'm not paid. So that's what Bigger Than Money is all about. Being able to be in an environment where I can make a difference in some young people's lives. And doesn't pay financial money, but it helps me with the time. I'm 52, so the time is positive. I got something to say that I'm doing, you know, with my time. What else is there? Will this turn into money? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it won't. But I almost want to say who cares. So when we talk about bigger than money, that's one of them. The word volunteering is bigger than money, because in order to volunteer, you need to enjoy or have joy or compassion for whatever it is that you're willing to help for free. And that's what I think a relationship is for a man with a woman. It's volunteering. But yeah. So I also want to talk about bridges. Now, bridges is a concept that I came up with, is a solution for the poor man, the middle class man, if that's the real thing, or just the working class man. Is that blue collar? I guess white collar. The color white usually goes with something good for white people, so I figure white collar is the rich people. So anyway, blue collar environment, and we got a lot of black women who act like they're not in this blue collar environment. They got a few dollars and they think they better than me, so fuck it. But I'm talking about Bridges. And Bridges is a program that I've created mentally that makes me feel happy and call it good news now that I have brothers that I am splitting a mortgage with. It's not all on me. So right now, as of right now, this is a strategic move which is powerful. It really is. It's a blessing in all shapes, forms, of fashion. It's a blessing. It really is. And I'm not gonna argue about it. And now I claim it and I've given it a name. I call it the bridge theory. So bridging that gap, if there was a body of water and no way to get across it, this bridge would be it. You know, this bridge would be that thing. So, I hate this little bottleneck stuff. People always, this is something, can you, dear Lord, please help me as I drive amongst the snakes and heathens, even if it is me that hisses. Boy, I can't stand these people. This is where the accidents come from. All of this car insurance, $300 and stuff, everybody is trying to jump over. And this is where the accidents come. People banging into each other, not physically for love or romance, or just paid sex, or a woman doing you a favor, or nothing like that. It's all a rush, and it's a selfish behavior. Once again, we all in these toy boxes that bend and crush easy. And once one of these pieces of aluminum caves in between their lungs and you stand there bleeding to fucking death, then maybe you'll think about, I should have slowed my ass down. I shouldn't have been rushing. I shouldn't have been in attack mode. But nonetheless, man, like they say, a hard head makes a soft ass, man. It really does. So I've talked about bridges. I've talked about bigger than money. Oh, I got a novel series that I'm doing on here too, called Empty Enemies. I think I've done about 7 of them. I've had 2 of them that I've tried to record and have not been able to release them. I don't know. I've had 2 of them that I shot for the same particular episode and have not been able to drop them. The first one that I did, I loved it, and it wouldn't drop. Something happened, whether it's space or whatnot, something is causing a major issue, and I wasn't able to do it. But nonetheless, I'll say that I've done it twice. Shout out to my Cleveland Cavaliers, who are the #1 team in the NBA. And I'm proud of that. I'm excited about it. I'm thankful. And I'm going to enjoy it right now while it's happening. Because I am aware. Because I've been a fan my whole life. And we had the winning with LeBron. Well, I don't remember being #1, like overall. I always felt like Golden State was #1. Now, I know Boston won a championship last year. And overall, right now, we do have the #1 seed. And it seems like it's possible that, we can just hold serve, is what they call. If we can just win at home. The Raiders owner said, shout out to the Raiders, shout out to Swing. The Raiders coach, owner back in the day, just win, baby. If we just keep winning, if we just win at home, then we will make it to the NBA Finals. And that would be a great thing to say, that we've done it without LeBron James. I love LeBron James. I do. I love LeBron James. And I also love men that are poor, that don't have any food to put on their table, but good men that go to work, or even men that have dealt with unemployment, ones that are struggling and strapped to the place where they can't get out from underneath the bridge. Not the bridge that I was talking about this time, but one lower, because they couldn't make the financial decision. I do think back to bridges again. It would be nice, I guess, but see, we're in a new day. I always thought myself that you can marry a woman, and as the man, I could take care of all of the bills, the financial stuff, to make it work for us. I don't know if that's true anymore. I don't know. And if the woman is going to be disappointed in me and want to go and fuck somebody younger, and leave me out to sea. I've been there before, so it's tragedy. It's tragedy. So now I'm asking, what kind of a woman that's older, that's my age or whatever, that looks good physically, spiritually, what kind of a woman will want to have a man that doesn't make $100,000 a year? Shout out to Kevin Samuels, who prepped us for this $100,000 concept. Yeah, shout out to Kevin Samuels. Man, shout out to Coach Greg Adams, man. Coach Greg Adams is the bomb. I mean, I love Coach Greg Adams, man. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Great podcast, great stuff, man. Really amazing. He is, I think out of everybody that I've seen in YouTube stuff, man, whatever success is, I want him to have it. I know he say stuff to piss people off, but man, he say some stuff that's really amazing, and I think he's the second funniest guy in YouTube world. Jesse Lee Peterson is the funniest, but he's second. Charleston White is third. Shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson. Shout out to Charleston White, as y'all are doing y'all thing on YouTube. Now I know they'll never give me a shout out. They think I'm a piece of shit or whatever, but I'll beat their ass. So, you know, and I like to bang the hammer concept too. So let's not cut the games. This ain't no jealousy trip. I give respect where respect is due. I just know they wouldn't show no respect to me. I know they wouldn't. And these guys think they can be silent or ignore, you know, some people and think they can get away with it. Well, I don't talk a whole lot on that realm. I'm usually bringing peace and positivity. But there's a flip, there's a switch to that. A real switch. And it's incarceration or it's death. A lot of times it's the solution. I smell flowers. Change the note. I smell flowers. Smelling flowers is a great thing, and this time it's not about pushing up daisies. It's the change of the seasons, the great weather. God has got us in the mating season. Mating season is a fun time for those that are still active, hyper, vibrant. Yeah, this is all good stuff. You know, I can't think of the word my cousin say that I am. Virile. My cousin say, Reese, man, you virile. You still a virile man. And I'm thankful to God that there's no additives, no blue pills, no red pills, no yellow pills, no nothing that's added to me. Still work out a little bit, not as much as Shannon Sharp do. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. I don't know if you're in shit or if you're just a shit. Either way, shout out to Shannon Sharp. And I like to say this and balance it back out, to say shout out to poor people. Before I get completely on poor people, shout out to Cat Williams. And shout out to Nick Cannon. And yeah, so these are, shout out to people who do tell stories and things that are uplifting for the poor man. The poor man, which mostly is the black man. Shout out to good women. Shout out to good women. And I pray to God right now, dear Lord, my Savior Jesus Christ, I pray that these good black women find themselves a husband if that's what they're yearning for. I put that out there to these single moms, these single black moms who are trying to take care of these children. Dear God, I pray that they're able to find themselves a man, that you bless them with a man that really loves them. It is not just there for the sexual course. but is there to love them for who they are. Coach Greg Adams got this thing called the free agent market game, and I'm a free agent in the relationship world as well as in the coaching realm. So speaking of that, this is a shameless plug. I'm gonna give it to myself. I'm a free agent coaching. I coach in the middle school, but I am interested in coaching football. Down here in Georgia, coaching on a high level or coaching on a low level. I'm interested in doing it. I'm an offensive coordinator. I play call. I can be a head coach. I know that would make me have to either get into the system, in the school system, and get away from making robots. Shout out to Slip Robotics for me and my job building robots. Thank you, God. I want to thank you, God, openly for blessing me with this robot building position. I know the robots are the future. I apologize for the men that'll lose their jobs based off of the work that I'm doing. But shout out to the robot building companies that I work for. So what was I saying? Just a shout out again to God for everything, all of the blessings, everything from the past, present, and to the future. That's one thing Cat Williams did do, was push the envelope and say that we're going to 2024 is going to be the year of truth. I want to give a shout out to Cam Newton for dogging me. He it's all good. It was a privilege to be dogged out by Cam Newton. I got embarrassed by Cam Newton. I asked to take a picture. Shout out to Cam Newton. I understand. It's money. It's about money. I had asked Cam Newton because I coach. I was coaching 7-on-7, the little kids, the 6, with the 9 and 10-year-olds, the small kids, not the ones that's getting all these NIL deals, but the little bitty babies, teaching the basics and stuff like that, and it's fun. Kids that can't even hardly hold a football in their hand, that don't want to let their mother's leg go because they're scared to come out there. Those are the ones that I coach. And Cam, I said, Cam, can I take a picture with you? Cam said, you paying? I was so embarrassed. I said, I'm just here to coach the kids. He said, me too. And I said, God bless you. And I think he said, God bless you back. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. It's okay. But shout out to Cam Newton and everything that he's doing. God bless him. I pray that God continues to bless me so that I don't have to put my head down and be embarrassed anymore by a celebrity or somebody who has, financially more money than I do. Shout out to Ed Reed. Speaking of this, Ed Reed is a Hall of Famer. Ed Reed not only took pictures with me, but he did a video with me. It's inside of my library. God, please bless Ed Reed and everything that Ed Reed's doing. I know he's coaching the school now. Shout out, God bless Ed Reed. God bless Ed Reed. Ed Reed is a special gentleman for taking the time to do a video with me. We was at Morehouse College. So shout out to my linebacker, General Grant. Shout out to my QB. And shout out to my cornerbacks and stuff like that I did coach when I was at Morehouse. Yeah, shout out to, again, Ed Reed for taking pictures with me and doing the video. It was really fun. And we had a great conversation. It's all love between a lot of us that are black. There's a lot of love. We're not on the same levels because finances separate us, but I appreciate Ed Reed for not necessarily coming down to my level, but accepting me for the level that I am on. Shout out to Steve Smith. Steve Smith, the basketball player, played for Michigan State, played for the Miami Heat, and others. Shout out to Steve Smith. He took a picture with me as well. So that was very positive, very positive. God, please continue to bless Steve Smith and everything that he's doing because he took a picture with me, took the time. Shout out to anybody who is a subscriber to my YouTube channel. God, please bless everybody, the 473 subscribers that I have on my channel. God, I pray that you continue to bless these people, their family members, their adventures, everything, their journeys, and all of that stuff. I'm going to speak these things out loud so they can forever be spoken and said. The universe, if you're listening and you can provide these things for us, these people, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. What else we got going? Shout out to football. Football has really helped me in my life with something to do. The gaming aspect is to help me with women so that I don't have to just be constantly chasing or worried or trying to cater to or be a servant for a woman. I have been what you call a simp. And a simp is somebody who does things almost a bitch. Somebody that's weak and provides for women. I got divorced for that. I apologize to my wife openly too, my ex-wife, because I didn't know. I thought this 50-50 thing was real, but I realized in order to be a husband, it's got to be 100 to 0, which means I'm 100% in charge. So you got these women, Tracy Ellis, Ross, you know, she's my age and she wants to be married. And the truth is, I'm learning women don't respect a man who is feeble or who is able to negotiate with her. No, she want to be told what to do. She want to be controlled. So it's 100% or nothing. Control. I got that. If I ever got into that situation again, I make the decision. She doesn't have any say-so in the decision-making process because I realize that's what they want. I used to be a yes sir and do things. I'd ask my wife, what do you want to eat? What do you want to do? I did all of that. It didn't work. She called me a spineless ass bitch. My buddy who had his baby mama was in the background. She saw me at the pool one time with both of my children. She said he doesn't take care of his one child, and she called me a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm the one that's a bitch. The one that takes care of his kids. I drove every summer, every Christmas break, every Thanksgiving break, every spring break to get my kids 4 hours. Stay with me. I paid child support. I only had $300 in arrears when mine was over. And that's because when I was coaching or teaching at the high school, at Euclid High, at Maple High School, they forgot to take it out one time. And I had paid it down to $300, pension paying extra to get it down to $300 before I made one final payment. So I don't want any women, black women, or women period, talking down to me. I don't want to deal with nobody who don't want to, who wants to treat me like I'm a piece of shit or I'm weak. I'm actually the strongest fucking man possible. This is the way God intended it to be. Tall, handsome, strong, creative, vibrant, all of these things, exceptional, charismatic, what else? Curly hair, light skin, muscles, respectful, yes ma'am, no sir. I can put myself in your shoes and have compassion for you. I love the poor, wish we could stop being it. Glad that I created the bridge system, which makes it okay in my mind temporarily, like it was a strategy to pay mortgages with bros. Instead of trying to move in with a woman to have her less than a month later, a year later, or 2 years later, tell me to get the fuck out. When the po-po, or one time, the police, whoever you want to call them, the pigs, show up. Shout out to Huey P. Newton. Shout out to the Black Panthers. Before they come out to blast me inside of my fucking brains, they try to wreck my curls. The fuck I look like getting into a relationship with a passion-filled motherfucker who is used to having flashbacks of when she was raped when she was a child, or flashbacks to all of them niggas and hillbillies who climbed on top of them with their fat asses and just bust nuts inside of her and then kept it moving. Didn't take care of none of the kids. I was married before I had any children. How many of you sons of bitches can say that? Women included. So don't talk to me. I went to college, graduated with a journalism degree, and I'm a writer right now, working on my novel, Empty Enemies. You can steal it if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I got Basil Rivers. I got Godstalker. Any fucking title you steal, I can come up with something different. Long as God is blessing me, I can do it. It don't fucking matter. Nothing you say or nothing you do. I'm gonna cheer for you and pray for you from a distance. Last thing I want to say is my rules, my 3 rules. The rule number 1 is humble. Rule number 2 is no. And rule number 3 is smile. So listen, be humble. I will be humble in my presentation when I deal with people. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Rule number 2, somebody asks me to do something I don't want to do, or I don't feel like doing, or I feel it's disrespectful, I'm going to say no. Rule number 3 is to smile, because God has blessed me. I love you all. This is Motel Granite the Great for the Motel Granite Show. Y'all be safe. Talk to you later.